Every 13 minutes, someone dies on an American road. Not in a war zone. On a road you could pull up on any map and drive today. In 2024, an estimated 39,345 people were killed on U.S. highways. You think you know which roads are dangerous, but the 11 on this list are not just statistics. They are places where the road itself is the weapon. And the most dangerous thing about them is that they look completely normal until they do not. You hit Orlando's Interstate 4, somewhere between Champions Gate and SeaWorld. It's morning. The sun is up. The billboards are promising magic, and traffic is already locked, bumper to bumper. You are surrounded by minivans packed with families, rental cars weaving for the next exit, and trucks barreling through on a tight schedule. This is the deadliest stretch of interstate in America. It has 1.25 deaths per mile, not over a decade, every single mile. The danger is not just speed, it is distraction. Out-of-towners squint at GPS screens, searching for the right ramp, while locals fight to merge before the next short on-ramp disappears. The Florida Department of Transportation's own tables show merge lanes here are some of the shortest in the state. No time to check your blind spot, no room for error. One wrong glance, one missed sign, and you are in the middle of a multi-car pileup. In 2023, a single rollover near SeaWorld shut down the westbound lanes for hours. Caught live on local news, sirens wailing as first responders tried to cut through the gridlock. Curves come out of nowhere. Rain hits and sightlines vanish. Lane closures, construction cones, sudden stops. Every day, every season. Commuters know the risk. Tourists never see it coming. This is not just a highway. It is a pressure cooker. The road turns ordinary distraction into disaster over and over. But what if you are not in a car? What if you are trying to cross on foot? The next road does not just punish drivers, it hunts pedestrians. U.S. Highway 19 runs straight through Pinellas County like a gauntlet, a 6-lane river of concrete lined with strip malls, gas stations, and endless parking lots. You are not just dodging cars behind the wheel, you are dodging them on foot. Here, errands mean sprinting for your life. The nearest crosswalk could be half a mile away. The curb cuts invite you in, but the lanes are so wide, you are stranded on a median with nowhere to hide. There is no shade, no refuge, just the rush of engines and the glare of headlights. From 2020 to 2022, 94 people died trying to cross in Pinellas, and 68 more died in Pasco, just up the road. Most were not jaywalking. They were following the rules, walking to the grocery store, the pharmacy, or their own homes. The road was not built for them. Crash clusters pop up at every major intersection, places where the sidewalk ends, where the signal cycles are too short for anyone moving slower than a sprint. Rain floods the gutters, pushing walkers even closer to traffic. The danger is silent, constant, and everywhere. Ask any local advocate, like the ones who gather at City Hall holding photos of lost friends. They will tell you, U.S. Highway 19 is not just a highway. It is a daily lottery, with the odds stacked against you. This is what happens when a road is designed for speed, not for people. The pedestrian death strip. But what if you are back behind the wheel, facing not emptiness, but chaos, where every merge is a gamble and every second counts? You hit Miami's I-95 just as the city wakes up. Southbound, exits 18 through 27, 9 miles of relentless motion, 14 lanes wide in places, but every inch is claimed. 200,000 cars and trucks every day. You are boxed in by ride shares, delivery vans, buses, commuters darting for daylight. There is no room to breathe. The ramps, if you can call them that, are barely more than speed bumps. Some stretch less than 300 feet, less than the length of a football field. You check your mirror, signal, punch the gas, and pray. There is no time to build speed, no margin for error. Merge too slow, you get rear-ended. Merge too fast, you sideswipe a neighbor. The physics do not care if you are late for work or lost in the city. The numbers do not lie. 132 fatal crashes, 146 lives lost, just on this stretch. Read that again. 146 dead, where the average driver has only 2.6 seconds to react between on-ramp chaos and highway speed. A traffic planner once called this the Miami Merge Gauntlet in a memo, buried in a stack of safety audits. The report mapped every short ramp, every blind merge, every spot where cars stack up and tempers snap. It is not just congestion, it is a pressure wave of metal and glass, a chain reaction, waiting for one distracted glance. Some roads kill through emptiness. I-95 kills through density. But what if the next threat is not the crush of traffic, but the mountain itself? What if the road ahead offers no guardrails, no forgiveness, and no way out? You leave the city behind and start climbing. The air thins. The road narrows. US Highway 550, south of Ouray, Colorado. The $1 Million Highway. Locals call it the cliffhanger. No guardrails, no shoulder. Just a ribbon of asphalt glued to the edge of a 1,000-foot drop, with nothing but a faded yellow line between you and open sky. The curves are tight, blind, stacked one after another. You grip the wheel. There is no room for error. A single twitch, one patch of black ice, and you are gone. In 4 years, there have been 53 crashes on this stretch. That is not counting the near misses, drivers who hit the brakes just in time, or the ones who never made it to the bottom. Avalanche chutes, 124 of them, cut across the road, each one ready to pour tons of snow and rock onto the pavement without warning. Ask a first responder from Ouray. They will tell you about the August 5th plunge, a Honda Civic, a missed turn, 150 feet straight down. Rescue took hours. The only thing between a driver and the canyon is luck. CDOT runoff records show that most crashes here do not end with a dented fender, they end with a helicopter call and a somber drive home. This is not just a mountain pass, it is a test of nerve, with no safety net, no guardrails, no pullouts, no second chances. Some roads kill through chaos. This one kills through gravity. But what if the next threat is not the drop below, but the endless, dizzying turns ahead? You drop into the woods between North Carolina and Tennessee. The sign says it all. Tail of the Dragon, 11 miles, 318 turns. No straightaway longer than your driveway. The road coils and snaps, left, right, tighter, steeper, again and again. Every summer, the parking lots at the ends fill with motorcycles, sport bikes, cruisers, veterans and rookies, all chasing the same legend. Some call it a rite of passage, some call it a death wish. You lean into the first curve, knees inches from the asphalt. The next turn comes before you can breathe, then another, then a dozen more. On a July weekend, the crash tally climbs. 112 wrecks, 139 vehicles, 47 injuries, 5 dead. Just in one summer. The numbers stack up on bulletin boards at the Overlook, names and dates scrawled in marker. Warnings traded in low voices, helmets dangle from handlebars. Not everyone bothers to wear one. There is no shoulder to bail out, no guardrail to catch you. The pavement is slick with oil and rain, and the only thing separating you from the tree line is nerve. Lose focus for a second, and you are in the woods. Call for help, and it is a 45-minute wait for EMS to snake through the curves. On the Dragon, thrill and danger are the same thing. This is not just a road. It is a gauntlet, one that punishes overconfidence and rewards nothing but respect. Some roads kill through emptiness, some through chaos. Here it is geometry, turn after turn, until your luck runs out. But what if the next threat is not the twist of the road, but the fog you cannot see coming? You hit the grade at Sandia Pass. Headlights cut through a pale wall, fog so thick you cannot see the taillights ahead. The clock reads 6:13 in the morning. Trucks grind uphill, diesel coughing, their hazard lights pulsing in the gloom. You are boxed in by 18-wheelers, the shoulder narrowed to barely a foot, just asphalt then a drop. That is Curve 9, where the road bends sharp and the margin for error shrinks to nothing. Caltrans closed a lane here last year for maintenance. The fix was supposed to make it safer. Instead, it took away your only escape. Morning after morning, the fog rolls in off the desert. It covers the pass like a shroud. Crosswinds push at your car and the pavement glistens with dew. You slow down, but the trucks do not. They cannot. Their brakes heat up on the descent, and every blind corner is a guessing game. The numbers do not care if you are late for work. 9 fatalities in 4 years, most of them on curves, just like this one. The 2023 double fatal rollover at Curve 9 was called a classic by the California Highway Patrol. Visibility was under 50 feet, there was no shoulder left to save you, and the driver never saw the end coming. In the Caltrans files, there is a note from the California Highway Patrol. It says shoulder width is insufficient for an emergency stop. It recommends a guardrail and a rumble strip. Pending funding. Pending. That is all it says. The trucks keep coming. The fog keeps rolling. You keep hoping the next curve is not your last. Some roads kill through chaos, some through geometry. Here, it is the weather, silent, creeping, and always ready to blindside you. But what if the next threat is not what you see or do not see, but the emptiness itself? You leave pavement behind at Live and Good. The Dalton Highway stretches north, 414 miles of gravel and frost heave, built for pipeline haulers and nobody else. The first 50 miles test you fast. No cell service, no gas stations, no help, just a sign. Next fuel, 240 miles. Trucks thunder past, flinging rocks the size of fists. The windshield cracks. The road turns to mud, then ice. In winter, the temperature drops to -70. The wind slices through every layer you own. Miss a curve, and you are stranded. Not for minutes, sometimes for days. Alaska Department of Transportation logs show 31 deaths in 2 years. That is 0.62 deaths per mile on a road where you might not see another car for hours. Freight rigs haul 40 tons of steel and diesel, their tires chewing up the shoulder, their headlights the only thing keeping you company after dark. A semi caught fire near Dead Horse last year. Evacuation took half a day. A solo rollover at Coldfoot left the driver waiting 45 minutes on a snowfield, praying for the sound of rotors. The Dalton does not forgive mistakes. No guardrails, no heated rest stops, just a logbook, a radio, and whatever survival gear you packed. Out here, the road is not dangerous because of traffic. It is dangerous because you are alone. Some highways kill through chaos. The Dalton kills through emptiness. But what if the next threat is not the void, but the endless monotony, where speed creeps up, and the only warning is the blur of fence posts flying by? You roll onto US Route 83 in South Texas, windshield smeared with dust, horizon flat as a ruler. The road stretches for miles, no curves, no towns, just a straight shot through Webb County. This is emptiness with a speed limit. Most days you are the only set of headlights. It feels safe. It is not. The numbers hide in the monotony. 900 miles from the Mexican border to North Dakota, but Webb County alone logs 12 deaths in 4 years. Across Texas, 26 dead every year. 268 crashes over a decade. Each one a name, a family, a story cut short on a road that looks harmless. You pass a battered mailbox near Mildred. A letter to the county sits on the dash, signed by neighbors who have lost friends to the night. Their plea is simple: reflective markers, rumble strips, anything to break the trance. Because here, speed creeps up unnoticed. At dusk, farm equipment crawls onto the shoulder with no warning and no lights. A pickup crests a hill at 80 miles per hour, and there is no time to react. Freight trucks barrel north. Livestock herds wander close to the edge, and the only thing separating you from disaster is a faded white line. The Texas Department of Transportation logs tell the story after dark. Crashes spike. No streetlights, no cell service, just the hum of tires and the risk you barely feel until it is too late. This is not chaos. It is complacency, deadly, silent, and always waiting. But what if the next threat is not the straightaway, but the emptiness so deep? Even fatigue becomes a killer. You're alone on US Route 50, somewhere between Ely and Fallon. The sky is endless, the road a straight line vanishing into dust. They call it the loneliest road in America, but loneliness is not the real threat. It is the sameness, the hypnotic rhythm of mile after mile. Nothing but sagebrush and faded fence posts. Your eyelids grow heavy. The speedometer creeps higher. No headlights ahead. No taillights behind, just the hum of tires and the slow drift of attention. Only 2,500 vehicles cross this stretch on an average day. Out here, you can drive 80 miles without seeing a town, a gas station, or even a cell signal. If you spin out or nod off, help is a rumor. In 2022, a rollover near Austin Pass left a driver stranded for nearly an hour before the nearest ambulance made it from Ely. 7 people died here in 4 years. Most never saw the danger coming. Nevada Department of Transportation spent $2.5 million installing 15 solar-powered call boxes along the worst gaps. They stand like sentinels every few miles, a lifeline for those who break the spell in time. But the emptiness remains. A traveler's affidavit filed after a midnight breakdown warns that you think you're safe until you're not. Then you realize how far you are from everything. Some roads kill through chaos, some through gravity. Here, it's fatigue, silent, creeping, and always waiting. What if the next threat is not the monotony, but the weather itself? You cross into El Paso. The sky is clear, the sun is brutal, and the road stretches flat across the Rio Grande Basin. Interstate 10. It looks harmless, a freight corridor built for speed, built for volume, built for yesterday's weather. But the clouds gather fast here. Monsoon season turns the highway into a river. You can see the water pooling in the low spots, creeping up the concrete, swallowing the lane markings. Trucks barrel through. 18,000 trucks a day, their tires spraying walls of brown water. The drainage culverts, built for storms from another era, cannot keep up. A sudden flash flood, and the asphalt vanishes beneath you. August 2022. Rain hammers the pavement near San Elizario. 3 cars hydroplane, spinning sideways into the median. One driver tries to climb out and is swept into the floodwater. 2 people die before first responders can reach them. The wreckage blocks the eastbound lanes for 6 hours. The local news calls it a freak event, but a flood investigator's field notes tell a different story. The culverts are too small, the embankments too low, the warnings too late. The Texas Department of Transportation's own crash logs count 14 deaths along this stretch in 4 years. But the numbers do not tell you how quickly things turn. 1 minute, you are rolling at 70, the next, you are floating. The freight industry pushes back against upgrades. Every mile elevated means more time, more fuel, more cost. But the storms keep coming. The state's new flood mitigation plan calls for 3 miles of raised roadway, bigger culverts, real-time sensors, $45 million on the table, with $20 million from federal funds. Still, the trucks roll on, the rain keeps falling, and the risk is always one storm away. Some roads kill through emptiness, some through chaos. Here, it is the water, rising fast, with no way out. What if the next threat is not the flood, but the legend buried just below the surface? You hit the stretch near Sanford just as the sky goes slate gray, the road humming under your tires. Locals call this place the dead zone, not for the traffic, not for the rain, but for what might be buried below. The legend goes back to 1886, a yellow fever outbreak. A family laid to rest in the piney woods, long before anyone dreamed of an interstate. Decades later, the highway came through. The graves, they say, were never moved. Now every crash, every swerve, every blackout gets pinned on a curse that seems to seep up through the asphalt. Ask a Seminole County historian. They will tell you the records are silent. No burial maps, no exhumation reports, no ground-penetrating radar. The county archives, just gaps where the truth should be. No one can prove the story. No one can disprove it either. The only thing certain is the road itself, a corridor with no continuous sidewalk, no safe place for a pedestrian to walk, just a crumbling shoulder inches from traffic moving at 70 miles per hour. You see a figure at the edge, forced off the grass by a broken curb. There is nowhere else to go. Every step is a risk. The myth is easy. The facts are harder. No archaeological survey, no official count of how many lives this zone has claimed. Only crash reports, filed year after year, and the knowledge that design neglect is more dangerous than any ghost. The dead zone is not haunted by spirits. It is haunted by what is missing: protection, records, accountability. Some roads kill with chaos, some with emptiness. Here, it is the stories we tell to hide the danger we refuse to fix. But what if the next threat is not buried beneath your feet? What if it is the ordinary road you drive every day, the one you have stopped fearing? Right now, you are one turn, one lane change, one glance at your phone away from joining the numbers. These roads don't care how careful you are. In 2024, over 39,000 lives ended behind the wheel, most on stretches no warning sign will ever mark. Safety isn't a statistic. It's a choice you make. Every single mile, drive like it matters. Because it does. Stay alert out there.